Dollar's trying. Uh, if you're still long the dollar, now think you need to trail stops under this 96.30 level. So we went from having risk at 96 to taking partials on that on Friday. And on the remainder, we're going to protect and have stops under 96.36. If we get through 97, 97 and a half to even 98 is viable. So we'll see. It's really going to be a week of tariff news. It's going to have a lot of impact on currencies. So, manage risk, take partials, never more important than in weeks like this, and trail stops to take the pressure off you and turn it into the worst thing that could happen as you make money. Those are your best trades in this business is when the worst thing that could happen is that you make money. So the euro, you know, uh, still could work a bit lower. Although I look at this, I really don't see anything that bearish about it. Maybe we are going to make one more move to the upside. It's possible, and that's why when I look at the Dixie, and this is what tempers my bullishness. Okay, is this. So if we continue the rally, it's going to build the momentum case. Even if we stopped here and say, for example, we made new lows and traded all the way down to 95, we're going to have a divergence in the dollar. We already have one on the daily. We don't have one on the 4 hour. I like to see the 4 hour give me the same signals as the daily, and even go into shorter term um, time frames as well. Yesterday, I put out a call in USDMX before the soccer game. Look at the divergence on multiple time frames in US dollar MEX. You could have partials. I did it right here on this candle and risk the lows now. Can't get hurt. We get through this 1880 level. We could try the 200 up there. Also put out a buy in Canada, 3611 here last night, and already put out the book at for 50. I don't think you want to see Canada back under 36. So you could place your stops there if you did the trade. And that about covers the currencies. The yen is really the strongest performer. So this too is going to have an issue or be affected by what happens, whether there's a trade deal or not, or what it is. But you guys know from last week when I called for one more low towards 43 and to reverse it here, this has been the biggest trade, bigger than the dollar, bigger than Canada and everything. So, it was my narrative and thesis that because of this confirmed low, just like we have a confirmed high here, just like we have a confirmed low in the Dixie, that eventually we're going to take out this 148 level. I still stand by that. Last week, when everyone was talking about, the Fed governors and everything, talking about lower rates, I said the pain trade would be higher yields. That's what's happening. That's what's manifesting. We get through 440, we could be talking about 460. The longer term stuff, the TLT broke down. I warned about it here that we could break down. I don't see any reason to be long bonds. The best case is that we sell off maybe towards 85 and then put in a higher low. Worst case scenario from the big, beautiful bill and everything else is that we're going to make new lows on the long end. There have been some problems in the repo market. So keep an eye on that. That means that there's a little stress in the banking system. So there's the interest rates. Now let's talk about the metals because something fairly important could be happening here today. Not sure if it's going to stick, but anyway, gold trying to hold this 3,300 level. I'm still looking for lower numbers, even if we get a rally. Silver actually looks worse. Okay, I know it's got a little tail on it here. And, if the dollar does head down again, I guess the metals could make another run, but that's not such a great daily. And what concerns me is what's happening here in the gold silver ratio. So we had a breakdown, you could see it how it gapped last night. So we gapped down last night. We made new lows. We diverged. And if we could start clearing this moving average here, it could set the stage for a pretty good recovery in the gold silver ratio. In fact, an analyst I respect said that there is actually potential for one more move up towards these highs. If that happens, silver's really in trouble. And if this is a turn here, gold now becomes your preferred long when you're bullish metals, and silver becomes your preferred short when you're bearish metals. Even copper's taking a breather. I know a lot of people are big copper bulls. This doesn't look that great to me. What if we have something like this from here? Okay, again, a little pop in WTI. It's due for one. Is this going to be, Straits of Hormuz going to be mined? I don't know. Most counts I see are get a rally and then we sell off again. So that's really, oh yeah, Bitcoin. Okay, so please don't get FOMO in Bitcoin up here. All right, so I know we rallied from here, but we did not even take out this high. We're getting kind of a crummy candle here. And look at this confluence. I think Bitcoin's going to 96 to 92 in the coming weeks. I'm wrong against the high, the move, but bearish here. So this could be a triple top and some type of corrective pattern that I still don't think has fulfilled it. And that would argue for the dollar to have some more legs from here as well. Ethereum, trying to bounce, doesn't look great. And let's take a look at some of the Mag 7s. I'd be careful with all of them. There's Netflix, there's Google, Meta, Apple, NVIDIA especially, because everyone's on it. And don't forget the bearish call in Palantir. Palantir's down 1%. Looks heavy to me. So we'll see Uber pressing for a new high here, but diverging. So we'll see. I think the S&Ps can pull back. I don't think it's going to be a crash. In fact, maybe all we get initially is some kind of pullback towards this 5,900 level, and they'll be buying the dip there. We get through 59, then you're talking about something deeper, maybe the gap at 57. And I know some guys that are looking for the potential for 55. I'm not there. I think that, 57, 58 in here is going to be it. And you'll want to be looking for buying opportunities on this dip. So those are my calls. It really was a very good call at 96 in the dollar. Let's see if we could squeeze a little bit more out of it. And just trail your stops. USD CAD getting a little tail here, and we'll see if the dollar could hold up. But really, pay attention to this. This is going to be important. That if we get a reversal developing here in the gold silver ratio, um, that could put on hold um, the silver squeeze to 45, 50, 60, 70. And I'll see you in the room. I posted these things in the room last night, so check on Sunday evenings. I do some stuff Sunday evening ahead, just get my foot and my toes in the water. And I hope you've caught some of these trades. They've been great trades, especially in the yen. Not bad in the dollar, not bad in USD CAD. So the dollar stuff has been going pretty good. The FX stuff's been going pretty good. Let me know. And I hope you're learning because that's part of it, not just the technicals, but the psychology, of taking partials and then taking all the heat off by trailing stops. So remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. And I'll see everyone for